It's Wednesday, time for our weekly trip out to the new zoo.
Neil Anderson joins us live this morning from Swamico. Hi, Neil.
Hey, good morning. Well, we're inside with the snow leopards, and we've got some exciting news. Is that right over here we have our male, and we'll take a quick peek here. The female, she's climbing up over here. This is Tammy. Okay. Now Tammy's going to be 10 years old. She came from the Potter Park Zoo. Okay, and then you have, or I shouldn't say that. She came from South Bend Zoo, and then you have Buster over here who came from the Potter Park Zoo. But this is Tammy's third try at getting together with a male. You remember it was probably about a month or so we were over here with the snow leopards, and we had just kind of gotten them together and see how well they're going. But I'll tell you what, this pair has been getting along fantastic. So that's great because they're an endangered species. There's only, maybe between 2,500 and 3,000 left in the world. Okay, and they're native to the Himalayas, from China to Russia to Afghanistan. I mean, they live in high altitudes, almost as high as Mount Everest, and they're really built for that. But this is real exciting for us and exciting for the country because right now there's a population management plan between the zoos in the United States and Canada. There's only 141 snow leopards in captivity between the U.S. and Canada. Of that, we need to get a population up to about 150. And there's about 24 of that 141 that base their genetics and where their genetic diversity levels are, they're not included in that population. So what we need is close to 20 pairs to go ahead and produce. Well, that's going to be real difficult, and we're hoping that things happen. And with this particular pair, it's looking real good. Now, what we have is we separate them at night. And that's normally what we do. We'll go ahead and separate them. We'll feed them separately at night. But then this also, when we let them out, what we do is we let Buster outside into the exhibit. And what he'll do is he'll go up there and he'll mark the exhibit. And that's normally what they would do. Like say during the breeding season, they're going along their particular territory and they're marking their territory, scrapes, and doing everything that they can do to go ahead and hopefully find a female. Now, when you think how remote in the areas that they live, their chance of even seeing one is really difficult. So they have to mark that, and then they'll hopefully then find that a female has combined. So we let them do that, within the exhibit. Then we let her out, and then she gets out there with him. But I'll tell you, we're so excited that this pair is working out and that they're together. And we'll have some little cubs here in May, maybe the early part of June.
That'd
and with
great.
that, then we've got to take some different. So we'll talk about the next segment, kind of how we're going to set this up for that particular purpose. But this has been her third particular male that she's been with, and the other two never got along, and so you just don't know. In some of these plans, there's a lot of different pairings that you kind of hope work out, and they don't. But we do need to get really up to that 150 animal mark, because what that will do is that will maintain the genetic diversity at about 90% for the next 50 years. That means, we can save the snow leopard. At least we have a population in captivity for the next 50 years.
Yeah, beautiful animals. Well, Neil, thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you next hour, okay?
Sounds good.
See you, Neil.